Welcome to Harvester's All Nations School of Worship.
Hi everybody, my name's Dale and I'm here to show you how to play a song called Living Water. It is a song that is based on a blues format and it's got three specific parts. The first part is also the intro and it is the verse. I'll show you quickly what it sounds like. The Spirit was hovering above the water face before God gathered them all together in one place and filled them with living creatures by His grace. So what am I doing there? It's a blues-based song, so as you can see, the shape of the chord is E, but if you're playing blues, it'll invariably be an E7th. If you want to play it in E, there's no problem, but you'll see that or you hear that the E7 kind of dominates the notes in the verse as well, so it's... And listen now the actual song sounds, the verse sounds over there. The Spirit was hovering above the water face. So you can see that it's following that shape. So it's E7th, and then we go to, okay, sorry, A, G, back to E7. So the progression is E7, A, G, E7. Just one more time. But then the last part of the verse goes to a D second. So the normal D shape which you'll be used to is this. But now if you take this away, that finger there, then what you're left with is an E note. And E being the second of D fits nicely because remember you're playing an E7th. So if you play a D with an E, it sounds like it's in the same family. So it goes to G second and then back to the A, G and the E7th or E again. So let's do it one more time. Spirit was hovering above the water face before God gathered them all together in one place and filled them with living creatures by His grace. So that's your verse. The chorus progression is actually quite simple because you're moving from E, which is the root, to the fourth chord, which is an A, and the progression is like this. So I'm doing a little bit of a bass run. I'm doing a little run on the bass string. You don't have to do it, it's optional. Because I want to get to this note, which is the A. You can either play like that, or you can play it like this, or you can play it like that. There's all different A versions. So there's your bar chord, an A7th. Remember we're playing blues, and blues love sevenths. So I'm moving to an A7th. You can play it there, or you can play it there as well. In other words, you're not playing, or you would play an A like this or like that. With the A7, you're playing it, leaving this string open. So we go to the A7. It's going to sound like this, the chorus. Because of living water, that's who you are. Living water, won't thirst no more. Stop. We won't thirst no more. Then you're back to your E7. All right, so that's the chorus. Very simple. E7, it moves from the E7 to the A7th. So just try that again. So you're moving from the E7th to the A7th. Living water, that's who you are. Back to the E7th. Living water, which is A7th. We won't thirst no more, which is B7th. Stop, and you go back to your E7th again, because that's the start of the next verse. So that's very much the blues format. You'll find it in a myriad of songs that's been used before. So quite straightforward, actually. You might want to, if you want in your own time, to study a little bit of blues to get some of these hammer-ons. But that's a style of blues playing which will probably be demanding a little bit more time. But there's a lot of work on YouTube that you can also follow to find out exactly how to play things like that. So now we get to the trickiest bit of the song, and that is the bridge. So we've been playing an E7th the whole time, and now we move to complete a different sound. It's not really straightforward blues anymore. We're moving more into a sort of a rock sound here. So we're going from the E7th after you've finished a chorus to Ezekiel saw the water from the temple rise, a great river of life that he knew no man could cross, flowing east from the altar, from a living sacrifice. So that's the first part of the bridge. I'll just tell you what the chords are. As you can see, I'm playing a bar chord now. And this is a G sharp. There was G. So you're going one up, G sharp, to a C minor. C sharp minor, my apologies. So it goes from G sharp to C sharp minor. Then to F sharp minor, A to B7th. That completes the first part of the bridge. So just to do it again, there's your G sharp, there's the C sharp minor, back to G sharp, G sharp, C sharp minor, sorry, then F sharp minor, A, B7th, and then we're going to go back to G sharp. So it's going to sound like this. We are the trees upon a crystal waterline, C sharp minor. Our leaves feed the nations, and on us the light of God shines. We bear fruit time after time, time after time, time after time, even after time. And that progression, so we start off with the second part of the bridge, which is, as you know by now, G sharp, and we do a C sharp minor, back to G sharp, and then C sharp minor, and then we bear fruit, which is F sharp minor, time after time, A, time after time. I'm going to refer you quickly to the book. It's an A sharp diminished to a C sharp diminished, and then to a B7th again. Right, so diminished chords are not are sort of in between chords. They normally it leads your ear to the next chord. And what's happening here, as I go from the F sharp minor to the A, I'm leaning in and leading the ear to firstly this chord, which is the A sharp diminished, then the C sharp diminished, which is, so it's A sharp diminished there on the 2nd fret. And this fingering is as follows. You put your finger down like this. So it's in the 2nd fret, you're covering the top 4 strings, and then you are now putting your middle finger on the 3rd string, the G string, in the 3rd fret. Then this is still that note, and you're putting your ring finger on the E string. So it's, and you're maintaining that shape to go up to the C sharp diminished, which leads you to the B7. Okay, so it's okay. So let's do the whole bridge. Ezekiel saw water from the temple rise, that great river of life that he knew no man could cross, flowing east from the altar, from a living sacrifice. We are the trees upon that crystal water line. Our leaves feed the nations, on us the light of God shines, and we bear fruit time after time, time after time, time after time, even after time, because of living water. And then back to your chorus with the A7. So that's basically the song. It's got 3 parts and a little bit of practice, and you'll nail it. Thank you.